Prime Minister attending the Tech Roundtable in New York, meeting with CEOs, discussing India's growth. He's attended this roundtable and in a statement has said that this was fruitful with the CEOs of leading American tech companies, where he emphasized India's growth prospects and discussed initiatives to foster bilateral collaborations across various sectors. The meeting took place at the New York Palace Hotel on Sunday during the second leg of Modi's three-day US visit. It saw the participation of CEOs of major US-based firms working on cutting-edge technologies such as AI, quantum computing and semiconductors. Had a fruitful roundtable with tech CEOs in New York discussing aspects relating to technology, innovation and more. Also highlighted the strides made by India in this field. I'm glad to see immense optimism towards India, the Prime Minister has said in a post on Twitter or X.
आज भारत जितना कनेक्टेड है उतना पहले कभी नहीं रहा। आज भारत का 5G मार्केट अमेरिका से भी बड़ा हो चुका है और ये 2 साल के भीतर भीतर हुआ है। अब तो भारत मेड इन इंडिया 6G पर काम कर रहा है। आज दुनिया का करीब करीब हर बड़ा मोबाइल ब्रांड मेड इन इंडिया है। आज भारत दुनिया का दूसरा सबसे बड़ा मोबाइल मैन्युफैक्चरर है।
All right, the Prime Minister on X detailing upon the interaction that he's had with CEOs. He's attended the Tech CEOs Roundtable in New York. Among those that the Prime Minister's met include Google CEO Sundar Pichai and Adobe CEO Shantanu Narayan. The Prime Minister participating in the roundtable with the CEOs of leading American companies to enhance cooperation between India and US in cutting-edge technologies such as semiconductors, in AI and also in quantum computing. Going straight across to Geeta for more details of that. Geeta, interaction with business and CEOs as always an important aspect of the Prime Minister's visit to the US. This was on the cards. He's met Sundar Pichai, I understand. Get us more details on what has been discussed.
Well, yes, about 15 CEOs and leading business persons from across the United States of America, like you rightly pointed out, Adobe chief as also Google chief were also present in that meeting. Took place. It was a roundtable that was anchored by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which is MIT, and the CEOs, along with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, spoke at length about evolving technology landscape. That's what Prime Minister Modi's primary agenda has been this time around during the visit, whether he speaks about semiconductor chips or, for that matter, 5G technology. The thrust has been to leverage innovation and technology, and which is what the conversation revolved around. They also spoke at length about initiatives on critical and emerging technologies, which lie at the core of India-US comprehensive strategic partnership. The business leaders and the Indian Premier also spoke about how to co-develop, co-design and co-produce technology for the world and harnessing of those opportunities. So a lot of conversation on technology, a lot of conversation on biotech powerhouse that India can become. And if you look at the list of the CEOs and business leaders who met them, it's quite clear from Biogen to Google to IBM to Lam Research. It was technology, communications, and biotechnology that were the focus of the conversation.
Right. Geeta, I'm going to thank you for the moment for getting us up to speed with those details. Geeta Mohan with her perspective on this meeting that the Prime Minister has had with the CEOs of leading American companies in New York. He's attended the Technology Roundtable, wherein what was discussed was AI, quantum computing and semiconductors. Today, on his final day in the US, he's set to address the Summit of the Future. He's participated in the roundtable with the CEOs of leading American companies in New York during the second leg of his 3-day official visit to the United States. This event was at the New York Palace Hotel to enhance cooperation between India and the US in cutting-edge technologies such as artificial intelligence, quantum computing and semiconductors. On the final day of his visit to the US, the Prime Minister is also set to address the Summit of the Future at the United Nations General Assembly in New York. The Prime Minister, during the roundtable with the tech CEOs, met Google CEO Sundar Pichai and Adobe CEO Shantanu Narayan, among others. He spoke about the fact that the discussions are fruitful. Had a fruitful roundtable with tech CEOs in New York, discussing aspects relating to technology, innovation and more. Also highlighted the strides made by India in this field. I'm glad to see immense optimism towards India, he wrote on X. Some reactions coming in. Let's take a listen.
Just based on what Prime Minister said, presenting his vision of India, he talked about democracies, he talked about strong Indo-US relationship, he talked about Joe Biden welcoming him home. What were you thinking? What were your thoughts when he was talking about those things? So there was a time back in the day when the relationship wasn't that strong, yes. India wasn't really highly regarded. Now, what are the changes that you've seen over the years?
Well, the change is that people put their differences aside, and it's really passion that really connects people, I believe, because you see here, like, this whole stadium was packed, and there was so much passion, so much energy. Like, everyone put all their differences aside, and they just came together as one big family. And this is what India believes in, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Right.
The world is one family, and I think that's one of the biggest and most beautiful things that anyone can ever believe in.
It is outstanding. We are just overwhelmed by the amount of data that he's given in so much detail. It makes us proud knowing that our country is in such a great hands and for so many long years. And it's just going to get better from now. Like, we are just amazed by it and we're happy about it.
आज मुलाकात हुई प्रधानमंत्री जी से, बहुत अच्छा लगा. आके पूछते हैं, जब पेंटिंग देखते ही पूछते हैं आप कहाँ से हैं. तो जैसे बोला मिथिला, तो बोलते तभी ये पेंटिंग बनाई है आपने, बहुत सुंदर बनाई है. फिर मैंने वही बात हुई, उसके बाद मैंने बोला सर वसुधैव कुटुंबकम पे बनाई है जो आप थीम से प्रमोट करते हैं. फिर उन्होंने पूछा ये तो पूरी भरी हुई है, मैं कहाँ इस पे साइन करूं. तो मैंने कहा सर बीच में कर दीजिए. तो उन्होंने बीच में वहाँ पे साइन किया है.